RCMP say 4 men were killed when a crane collapsed at a worksite in Kelowna, BC, on Monday, with a 5th man buried in the rubble and presumed dead. Police confirmed the fatalities at a news conference on Tuesday. "Yesterday was a tragic day," said RCMP Insp. Adam MacIntosh. "To see all those workers standing there, knowing they had just lost some of their friends and co-workers, and to see the families and what they were dealing with, I can only imagine what they're going through." The crane collapsed at the Brooklyn building on Bernard Street in downtown Kelowna around 10:45 a.m. Pacific time on Monday. The building is under construction, and MacIntosh said workers were preparing to dismantle the crane when something catastrophic happened. The upper portion of the yellow crane smashed into a neighboring office building as well as a senior's home. MacIntosh said the 4 men confirmed dead were subcontractors working on site. The crane's operator is believed to be among those killed. BC. Wildfire season could be avoided with prescribed burns. Indigenous communities say Canada donating 17.7 million AstraZeneca vaccines prioritize first COVID-19 vaccine doses globally over booster shots. WHO group admits it had Manitoba's Chief Justice followed. Manitoba Chief Justice says private investigator followed him in attempt to catch him breaking COVID-19 rules. Pay what you want thrift store aims to help those who need it. Manitoba farmers hit hard by drought and heat. Pan American Health Organization calls for broader access to vaccines for Latin America and the Caribbean. New NS Women's Shelter coming to Eastern Shore Street. Loron community rallies against new beach fees. Cuban Canadians react to weekend protests. High COVID-19 case counts. Transport Minister says new railway safety measures prudent after BC wildfire. Which country will receive Canada's donation of 17.7 million vaccines, and when will it get there? Manitoba's chief provincial public health officer hints restrictions under the public health orders may be eased sooner than planned. Manitoba grain farmer shows drought, heat damage to canola field a dream come true. Winnipegger set to be among future passengers on Virgin Galactic spaceflights. The 5th man presumed dead was working in the office building next door and wasn't associated with the construction project. He remains buried in the debris. RCMP said officers will be working to recover the man's body on Tuesday. MacIntosh said 2 other people who were hospitalized after the collapse have since been released. Dorothy Bielitsky felt the impact of the collapse from her law office facing St. Paul Street, around the corner from the collapse. She and her colleagues rushed outside to see the crane crumpled and a worker, shimmying, across the steel. After the crane had collapsed, one of the workers was crawling across one of the crane pieces to the building that was being built, Bielitsky recalled. "He made it there safely from what I saw, but I don't know what happened to him afterward." RCMP and the building's developer, Mission Group, said they do not know what caused the crane to fall. The developer's CEO said the company's staff and subtrades were in a state of shock and grief. Counseling had been offered to anyone who needed it. Police said a 4-block perimeter around St. Paul Street, Doyle Avenue, Bertram Street and Bernard Avenue will remain cordoned off until the investigation is finished. The public is asked to stay away from the area, which is still under a formal evacuation. The city declared a state of emergency, which will last for the next 6 days. Evacuees are asked to go to the Salvation Army at 1480 Sutherland Avenue, and anyone looking for someone who may be injured or unaccounted for should go to the Parkinson Recreation Center at 1700 Parkinson Way.